as soon as I see the next blue blaze, I'm like, oh, okay, I am on the trail that's going to the peak that I wanted to go to, right? And so those first two, purpose and strategy, if you don't get those two worked out really well, the other three won't make sense. They won't. It doesn't matter whether they're blue blazers, pink blazers, green or whatever, or rock cans or something else. Or you've got to have those first two, and then it's just constantly following the blazers. You might have 50 on a hike. So that's the whole concept of the trail. So it's funny, the Forge Mentor really focuses on personal and business growth. And so the idea there is, and this really came from my own personal experience as a professional marketer. I ran marketing companies. We would help people develop strategies and marketing programs and great messages and so forth. And then if they'd go away on their own, they'd take them away, and the majority would screw them up. And so we started to ask questions, and the question that really got the best answer was, there's something going on in the mindset, in the understanding of the person. Maybe they're not good at business, maybe they don't believe in themselves, maybe they've got low self-discipline, whatever it might be. There's so many different things. So that's where I got genuinely curious. That actually is what took me from marketing into coaching. Was, okay, now I want to actually understand people, mindsets, and how people think and process stuff. But what I then realized was that was absolutely critical to the success of the business. You could build great marketing strategies. You could build a beautiful brand, nice logos, do some fun, videos like I'm doing right now. And they can come to nothing if you haven't got the right mindset, if you haven't got the right direction, if you haven't got these things organized. The trail markers that we've developed, purpose, strategy, people, communication, repeatable process, help people process through that. They're deliberately designed to cover both an individual's journey and their business journey as well. And so they're designed to be broad enough to do that. But at the end of the day, if the person isn't clear on who they are, where they're going, who they're going there with, how they're connecting and communicating that, and what frameworks they need to put around that, processes, then it's going to be very difficult for them to do that successfully in business. And so the Forge Mentor is kind of an entry-level program that allows people to connect those dots. And so, it's monthly content, it's monthly Q&As. There's going to be additional kind of training and development and so forth as well, as we unpack the trail markers and how they practically apply into their life and their business. The idea is that most business coaches, most business mentors, most consultants focus either on a business or on a person. And what I'm saying is we kind of need to work on both in tandem together so that we can actually really get permanent, successful, highly repeatable outcomes for them. So the Forge Mentor is designed to be, it's mentoring. It's large group mentoring. It's less one-on-one based. It doesn't ignore the fact that one-on-one's important, and we do have options in the Forge Mentor for people to book a one-to-one session with me if they want to, or with one of our coaches. But at the end of the day, the idea is that my heart is to get these disciplines, to get the individual kind of purpose, strategy, people stuff, and the business strategy, people stuff, business purpose, strategy, people stuff, to as many people as possible, and to make it as affordable as possible. And so the kind of the flow on value out of that is the most powerful form of accountability in terms of personal growth, business growth, all that sort of thing, time and again, comes from peer mentoring. And so it's not just about me mentoring a whole bunch of businesses through content and Q&As and so forth. It's actually providing spaces, we have chat rooms and all those sorts of things, providing spaces for these businesses to talk to each other and share ideas, and almost like a private Reddit, if you're familiar with those sorts of sites where you can go in and you can get information and you can ask and people give feedback and you can see someone who's done it before. And so the idea is that most of the smaller businesses, we're talking startups to probably 5-ish million revenue. Most of these business leaders are just figuring it out as they go along. They're not particularly profitable. They sometimes don't feel very successful. But one of the most significant things is they feel alone. They feel like that this is only happening to them. It's only in their situation. They're tired. They don't know who to talk to. They feel like every time if I have to hire a coach, it's going to cost me hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars a month. And so what we're trying to say is let's make this really approachable for the smallest of businesses and to help them level up individually and to level up in their business. And so I guess, the idea is that with the group mentoring is that, as I said before, this peer mentoring idea is far and away the most powerful way, not only to remain accountable, but to actually get stuff. Yeah, and actually a client I'm still working with. So just thinking through, I'm a firm believer in coaching. And mentoring. I'm coached myself, and I make sure I've always got good people around me that can speak into my world and my space. So I've had a number of success stories. One in particular, I came into a business. They had about 5 or 6 leaders, good people, good guys. They were keen to learn as leaders. They were keen to grow. But this was a company that was growing fairly fast.